Hello everybody and welcome to Stardew Valley. Just like in its spiritual successors of farming games, you can basically start from anywhere, except there is one thing that you can do in this one that you can't normally do. I like the sound effects there. You can change your player character in numerous and infinite ways, especially if you have mods. It's also one of the first games that I've ever played where they kind of have a realistic version of long hair somewhere. There we go. My hair is actually longer than that. But anyway. So it's the closest thing we've got, so let's see what we got here. I always go with red, but keep in mind, for everybody watching this, I don't actually dye my hair. My hair is actually blonde. But I always thought, well, if I was never scared of getting my skin permanently damaged by the dyes and stuff, then I'd go for that. I'd go for red if I could. There's a bajillion shirts, but ironically only like 4 pants, which is kind of odd. There's a little lag, forgive me. Yeah, the lag's starting to kick in. I'm sure if I'm gonna be able to do this. Well, let's go with that, I guess. I don't usually have any accessories. I'm a dog, but it's none of those breeds. The only one I really have here is this one. Name. Farm name. Cat, please no. Let's just go with this, I guess. Favorite thing. There we go. And you can also have select from farms. This was not in the original. We have standard, riverland, forest, hilltop, wilderness, four corners, beach farm. Four corners is meant for multiplayer, but I actually don't like four corners that much. I did try it. It's not great for multiple people in my opinion, because it's kind of limited and eventually it gets really bad if you want to really expand in a multiplayer format. I actually prefer wilderness farm the best. I'm not a big fisher in any of these games, so yeah. There's also this over here, which I like going remixed if I can, and I don't really like putting that. Mine rewards, I want to remix. Spawn monsters on the farm has to be on, otherwise the whole point of that version of the farm is wasted. Alright, I'm not gonna... What the heck happened here? Cat? Alright. Not sure whether or not I want to skip an intro or not. I'm not sure how many people have actually seen the intro. I know I've seen it quite a dozen times. Oh well. Hopefully I don't lag to death. Nice scimitar. For my very special granddaughter. I want you to have this sealed envelope. No, don't open it yet. Have patience. Now listen close. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life. It's a bit depressing, Grandpa. For your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, my dear, you'll be ready for this gift. Now let Grandpa rest. XX years later. Are we talking Roman numerals? Wouldn't that be like 20 years? Aha, Jojo has a face and it looks like Amazon. Ah, Woody. So they actually changed it. This used to be a skeleton. I'm very sad that they changed that. Because skeleton was such a good inside joke. Not sure why he changed it. Seems bizarre. I haven't been keeping up with any of the updates at all. Dear Archie, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. Same thing happened to me long ago. I lost sight of what really mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. Enclose the deed to that place, my pride and joy. Destiny Farm, located in Stardew Valley, on a southern coast. Perfect place to start your new life. It's my most precious gift of all, and now it's yours. Oh, you'll honor the family name, my dear. Good luck. Love, Grandpa. But yes, if Lewis is still alive, say hi to the old guy for me, will ya? Do. Not responding. You better respond again, game. For those of you who aren't aware, I have a potato for a computer, except now I'm calling it a grapefruit, or like a onion. What would be less than a potato that can be used to conduct electricity and fake experiments? At least I think they're fake. I don't actually think you can conjure electricity with a potato, but... Generic bus away! Generic cars, that away. Stardew Valley. 5 miles. Or 0.5 miles. Hello, bird. The Harvest Moon bird. Don't worry about that. Buses just have gas. Hello, you must be Archie. I'm Robin, the local carpenter. Mayor Lewis sent me here to fetch you and show you the way to your new home. He's up right there. He's right there right now. Tidying things up for your arrival. Sorry, I have something in front of my screen. It's a little annoying. Farm's right over here if you'll follow me. As you might have guessed, this is like a typical Harvest Moon experience. If you're not used to Harvest Moon, then, yeah. Though Harvest Moon type games weren't really popular until this game came out, I don't think. Like, they were played, but they weren't really, quote-unquote, mainstream. This is Destiny Farm. Technically, I could do the pad, I guess. Can I do the... Yeah, I can. Keyboard away! Eh! My grandpa was a lazy... What's the matter? Sure, it's a bit overgrown, but there's no good soil underneath that mess. Sounds like a typical salesman's shtick. With a little dedication, you'll have it cleaned up in no time. And here we are, your new home. Ah, the new farmer. Welcome, I'm Lewis, mayor of Pelican Town. You know, everyone's been asking about you. Hey, you're alive. Grandpa says hey. Not every day that someone new moves in. It's quite a big deal. Most people who moved in were 2 badgers. You're not moving into your grandfather's old cottage? It's a good house, very rustic. Rustic, that's one way to put it. Crusty might be a little more apt, though. Don't listen to her, Archie. She's just trying to make you dissatisfied so that you buy one of her house upgrades. Breaking the 4th wall already. Breaking the 4th wall in the sense that showing that you can get house upgrades for the house and all that. Telling the player exactly what they must do. Anyway, you must be tired from the long journey. You should get some rest. Tomorrow you ought to explore the town a bit and introduce yourself. Townspeople would appreciate that. It's not like you want to just be like a stranger like every other Harvest Moon type game where you befriend a few people and then you ignore everybody else. Almost forgot, do you have anything to sell? Just place in this box here. I'll come by during the night to collect it. Well, good luck. Keep your windows shut and your curtains sealed because the mayor's coming over at night. Should totally name a chicken, Lewis. I do have to ask that question, though, to anybody watching this. Do you really go out of your way to talk to everybody you see in the game? Do you really? I just don't think that's possible. Where's to click? Left click. I don't think that's possible. Alright. Give. How do you do on a tablet? Okay, there we go. You received 15 parsnip seeds. Here's a little thing, something to get you started. There, Lewis. Yeah, he broke into your house and, everything. Pretty sure we should have locked the door. We got a fireplace and whatever. Weather report. Welcome to Kozu number 5. Your #1 source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful and sunny day tomorrow. You can ask that for weather. And also the fortune teller. Welcome to Willowick Oracle, the only show where the voice of the spirits is channeled directly to you. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. If it means that, then you're less likely to die if you go into the mines, but the mines aren't available yet. Living off the land, we're back again with another tip-top tip for ya, y'all. Now listen up. This one's for all you greenhorns out there. Chop some wood and search for wild forage. Earn some cash while waiting on your first harvest. Yeah. About that. We don't have a harvest yet. But we have a fireplace and all that. Now, if you were playing Harvest Moon, the original one, which I'm not too sure people realize, the fireplace would be right here. You'd have a table right here. The TV would be right here. Excuse me. There we go. The rug and other stuff would be right here. Well, actually, no, it would be right by the bed. The desk would be right there, and the bed would be right here. The table and chairs would be right here. And all that. And also, there would probably be a lamp, like, somewhere here. I don't remember if there was a lamp or not. But anyway, this is the setup that the original Harvest Moon #1 had. Exactly the same room size and all that, so that's kind of cool. As a throwback to that, we're just going to keep that like that. Now, everything's overgrown. You're going to want to use the scythe to cut everything up, and there's going to be some lag here, but bear with me. My computer's a potato. Grapefruit. It's nothing but a shadow that's for myself. Well, current self, I guess. You're gonna want to take away some of this foliage, or it's gonna be bad for you. You're also gonna want to mine up all these rocks that are just strewn about. Not sure how Grandpa got this many rocks. It's not really like the mountain, you know, keeps birthing rocks. Alright, you're gonna want to use a hoe. And you're gonna want to dig. Normally, a smart idea would be to dig exactly where a water source would be. Like in Harvest Moon 1, that's exactly what you do to start off very soundly because you have a time limit in that game. Which, by the way, is stupid. That's one thing I didn't like about the original Harvest Moon that I'm glad this one does not do. And that is give you a time limit by the end of the game, and the game will end there. Darn. It should be... At least I think... Yeah, there we go. Come on. Alternatively, I probably could have gotten my controller to do this, but... this is more fun. Nice dose of failure for the whole family. Alright. There's also a lot more variety of seeds. The typical, seeds in the Harvest Moon series is usually like potatoes, turnips, cucumbers, stuff like that. Strawberries. Yeah. Generally, I would say plant all of these, but since we're running out of time, I might not have to do that. Alright. So generally, how original Harvest Moons would work is the first few Harvest Moons, time went by very fast. 5 hours could span in a single minute. As soon as you would change the screens, the game would freak on you. Speaking of freaking on me, why can't I only move down? That's a weird glitch. But anyway, you would water all these, and then go about your business. But you would really want somewhere close by or in the original Harvest Moon games. Now, while there are a lot of things that I prefer about this game to Harvest Moon, there are a few issues that I will not be stating that I have with this game. But yeah. That's like my only issues with it, is a couple issues, and that's it. The one thing I have a huge problem with, though, in any single Harvest Moon game, though, just saying this, any type of Harvest Moon game, and that includes this one, I don't feel like you spend enough time doing things. Like, generally, you do a few things, your energy bar goes to 0, you just set the day, and it's only, like, this time. Like, you don't really spend it chatting with anybody, or do most of the game elements. You only do, like, a couple, and then by the time you reach what you would consider to be the end of your game, and then you only go to like 1 o'clock. That's what I did for the entirety of Animal Parade, because in Animal Parade it takes so long to walk anywhere that you might as well just go to one spot. Got a quest, I think, over here. I can grab it. Tablets, why have you forsaken me? There we go. Alright, well that's everybody's birthdays and everything. Truth be told, I've never actually given an NPC anything on their birthday in a lot of other Harvest Moon titles. Spears is where you buy stuff and all that jazz. You can buy a lot of seeds, sell the seeds. You can sell anything that's like this stuff. So you don't have to wait for Linus. Alright. Also, I meant Lewis, not Linus. There's a character named Linus in here that I get confused a bit. Oh no, I did not mean to buy that. Oh no. Nope, let's sell this and this for 70 gold. Generally, I would say on your first day of playing the game, you want to buy as many cauliflower seeds as you can. I just bought that one by accident, but I didn't mean to, get some seeds. And the reason why is it's the best-selling spring item for right now that you can grow. And you really want to be very mindful of money making this early on. You can also search people's garbage, but unlike other Harvest Moon games, you will be disgraced if someone sees you pilfering through garbage with, like, food or whatever. Basically, it will degrade your friendship with them. Which is kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense. I have a lot of strong feelings about Harvest Moon titles. I played them a lot as a kid, and I was like a faithful follower of it for many, many years. It was like my favorite game series ever. And when I was growing up, and like, I don't know, it was just a great series. But I steadily had some really strong feelings about it. I still really like the series. I like some of the games they've made. Not all. I particularly don't like the games that are made by Natsume and not Marvelous. But anyway. If I had to say... Also, I don't think we can go in here yet. I think it's locked. It's important building later. I think I might just sleep. I don't really have anything that I can do today. Which, this is the only Harvest Moon title, by the way, that you can actually play. I keep saying Harvest Moon title, but Harvest Moon-like game. Plus, I don't think Sebastian's up, so there's no real point to hanging around here anymore. Well, actually, is he? I don't think I even have anything to give him anyway. He's always my choice for the other part of all Harvest Moon games, which is marrying a character, which is kind of odd. But I think this game is superior to a lot of the Harvest Moon titles, specifically, like, I think A Wonderful Life is a waste of time. I've never actually played the game myself. I've seen it be done, and I've read about it, and it just seems like a waste of time. Because I don't think Harvest Moon type games should have an ending in general. That's kind of my feeling about it. That's one of the reasons why I think this game is so awesome. It's because, you know, you can keep playing, and there's always new stuff to it, and all that. But if you play, like, Harvest Moon, Wonderful Life, and a couple of... In fact, most of Harvest Moon games, usually before a certain time period, I think it was, the DS era, and the, whatever era. Typically, the game would just end. And it would usually end shortly after you got married or something like that. Especially if you were playing the female version, it would just end. It did present, like, a challenge of it to try to get as much as you possibly could to get the best possible ending, because there were ending types, depending on how good you were at the game. So that was a bit of an incentive to do very well. I can't move. Crap. My controller's been doing... Not my controller. My keyboard's been doing that recently, where it's kind of been weirding out, but also lag. A lot of Harvest Moon games, though, did that system where... after, like, 2 or 3 years of gameplay, you'd probably end the game, and then that would be it. Then there are some games where they continued, and they didn't do well after, like, you beat the main story, I guess. A victim of that darn cat was probably, More Friends in Mineral Town. I 100%ed that game, and, wasn't worth it. Just saying. I guess the game I have the strongest feelings about is, DS Cube, but for all the wrong reasons. That game actually hides certain things from you, and forces things ahead of you. Without the player's knowledge, you could basically beat the entire game without getting married. And that, while that's fine, and I like that. The prerequisites for getting married, though, which they did not tell you, was you need to get 60 of these things that are really freaking hard to get, and once you get them, then you're allowed, and then once you get married, the entire time, there's just so much stuff that happens after that, because the story progresses in such a weird way that, I don't know, it's just awkward. You also can't upgrade your house unless you do some really convoluted things that not too many people would actually be aware of as beginners. I know I wasn't aware of it for years. And then when I finally did beat the game glitched on me. Which was weird. It glitched, and I had saved it right before it glitched, and then, you know, I was locked out of what I had done, which was hours and hours of work as a kid, and that was just like... I just put it down, went, no! And, vowed to never play the game again. Though I will say there are a lot of Harvest Moon games that are good out there. It's just, it's kind of weird that some of them have an ending, some of them don't, and then some of them are weird and some of them aren't. Oh, hi there, miss! There was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. Ah, I'm still trying to unwind after a month out in the salty seas. It's a big haul! I sold a lot of good fish. Finally saved enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of fishing stays alive. And hey, maybe you'll buy something from the shop once in a while. Da-na-na-na! You received a bamboo pole. There's good water here in the valley. All kinds of fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now. Just come by if you need any supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what me old pappy used to say anyway. Kinda broke apart halfway through that conversation, but... Hello, two-voice man. Oh, hi there. It's nice to see young folk moving into the valley. It's not very common these days. Not sure why I decided to make you Irish, but okay. Seagulls, get off my lawn! Or rather, get off Florida's lawn. Yeah, trash. Problem with trash is it's trash. And it goes in the garbage. Well, technically trash is good for something, but we're so early in the game that doesn't even matter right now. If you get trash, just chuck it unless you have a chest. In that case, save it. But since we don't have a chest, we just got this stuff. I'd rather not. I'd recommend going and getting that as soon as you can, because if you do not get this bamboo pole, you have to actually buy it from him. Because this is the time limit for the thing is this day. So if you don't get it by the end of this day, then, yeah. Now we're just gonna wait here, I guess. Maybe rifle through the trash. You had a cookie in here last time. What do you got now? Nothing. Nothing! Egads! Nobody throws anything out on trash day. Oh, hello. What? You want go away? I won't. How do you like that? I can't move. Okay, you pushed me out of the way. Jerk! I was only trying to be a statue. Get back at you being a jerk, but okay. How about you? You got some trash? Got any trash you can sell in the black market? Shop. General store. Newspaper. I don't know why it's soggy, though. Kind of weird. You cannot check the trash cans, by the way, more than once. Got any trash over here? Nope. Sorry, I was sorry, I'm trying to talk to you. Oh, you the one who just moved in? I'm Maru. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Okay. Let me just sell some shells. On the seashore. Yes! Oh no! Woe is me. I thought it meant that these were sellable. And so I sold all of my cauliflower seeds. Well, that sucks. Well, let's go back home and end the episode off. Because we're 30 minutes over now. I hope the lag didn't stay too much through the video. I hope I'm just feeling the lag as I'm playing the game and I just look like a fool on screen because, pretty awkward. At least we got most of the cauliflower planted, I believe. You also have a thing that's kind of common in DSQ, which, this kind of takes some of the gameplay elements after it a little bit. In DSQ, if you were very good at farming, you could get a giant crop, which could be harvested for boatloads of money. Same thing applies here. If you got a lot of crops and it's growing in the same area, sometimes 4 crops will turn into a giant crop, which will yield tons of crops. Tons more than just 4 or 5, or, you know, general. And they'll usually be worth a lot more because they'll be a high-quality crop. And with that, we go to bed. That'll be the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and got some humor out of this. And, again, if we get this game again, we'll be continuing where we left off. But, as for me, I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably gonna do another random game week, if I had to guess. Because I'm still on some pretty rough scheduling right now. But, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever we do. See you guys then.